Bam, we're live. This is a quick 10-minute show just talking about the news. And in the news, Keith Knapp, Director of Marketing for CrossFit, has moved on. He's transitioned. He's been fired. More to come. For those of you who don't know Keith Knapp, he just opened a CrossFit gym. He opened an affiliate, and he has been rewarded by having his job taken from him. The media team, marketing team, whatever you want to call it at CrossFit is slim, and it has just got slimmer. Good luck to Keith Knapp, father of four, good dude, diehard CrossFitter, strong as shit, just opened an affiliate. In other news, rumors are starting about the use of EPO running rampant among the CrossFit Games athletes. For those who don't know what EPO is, by injecting EPO, athletes aim to increase the number of red blood cells and consequently their aerobic capacity. Now, the question is CrossFit testing for EPO? And who's been doing EPO and how rampant is it? Or is it just a vicious rumor? More vicious rumors. Andrew Hiller retires from YouTube. Believe it or not, after Josh Bridges lambasts Hiller on the Coffee Pods and Wads game show. It's a knockoff of Death By that the Lone Ranger does, except this one's successful. And here we go. Let's listen to what Josh Bridges has to say about the great Andrew Hiller. Here we go.
Lost the show.
Good. Nobody cares. Go look for your bat signals.
Like my wife said to me the other week, I don't know how you're friends with him. I hate his stuff. Like he's a bully. It's so negative. And I was like, how many videos of his have you watched? He was like, none. But I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm with your wife. I haven't watched any either. I would say Hiller is not a polarizing figure in CrossFit, right? You're talking about a fucking guy who literally critiques people's movements. The guy's a joke.
Josh just lost the show.
Good. Nobody cares.
Damn. Andrew Hiller makes this post, puts together this montage from that show that Pedro White has, and he says, I would like to announce, Andrew Hiller, myself, that I have made my final video. You guys can thank Josh Bridges. I'm glad I got to do it with William Leahy, and I just got him over 3,000 followers. Wow. That is also in today's news, if you didn't know. Jason Hopper went to HWPO and could barely put on, 10% of new followers. And here, William Leahy hangs out with Andrew Hiller for a week, and his followers double. Congratulations to William Leahy and Andrew Hiller. More to come on if Andrew Hiller is going to actually stop making YouTube videos. In more serious news, the debate rages on amongst the CrossFit pundits all over the world. Are Emily Rolfe's boobs real, or are they implants? That debate will continue to rage, and we will keep you updated on the Sevan Podcast, of course. Justin and Ellie, as we all know, supposedly are sharing a dog. And I'm just wondering, can you share a dog? No sign of Ellie in this video. Justin posts just some movement with me and my dude. Can you share a dog? They're not married. They're just a couple, boy and a girl working out together, but they're sharing a dog. How many of you have known couples to break up and the dog thing gets weird? Make a comment below. Tell me what you think about dog sharing. Every community has the whiny little bitches, and it's no surprise to me that the clowns over at Rad Shoes are those whiny bitches. Their shoes look like knockoffs from 1980s Reebok Jazzercise shit. I know a lot of you like them, I guess. They mislead by saying shit like they're collaborating with Danny Spiegel when clearly they're not collaborating. They're paying her money to peddle shoes. But this guy writes, I think this is the founder and CEO who I've heard nothing but good things about, but it sounds like a whiny little bitch here. He writes, I was upset when I was told Rad would be banned from Wadapalooza 2024. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure you weren't told you were banned. I'm pretty sure you were told that you could not sell your shoes there. But hey, buddy, all you had to do was offer more money than tier. Haven't you ever been to a stadium that's like sponsored by Coke and they only sell Coke there? Or it's sponsored by Budweiser and they only sell Budweiser there? You know this is America. This isn't that socialist fucked up country you're from, right? Maybe you shouldn't have spent so much money on Danielle Brandon. You should have saved a little so you could sponsor an event like Wadapalooza. But here you go. I wonder if I put on your shoes if I would start crying and whining like you. I felt like the big brand was trying to silence us and detract from what we were building. Of course they're fucking trying to silence you and detract from what you're building. You're competing with them for the shoe space at CrossFit. God damn. As I thought more, no, you didn't think at all, by the way. No, another flagrant lie. You didn't collaborate with Danny Spiegel, and you didn't think. You were feeling sorry for yourself. I remember that there have always been haters and naysayers since inception. Haters and naysayers, dude. That's what you're doing. You're hating on Wadapalooza and Tier for their partnership. You have the scarcity mindset. Before we had our first product, we had a brand. Before we had a brand, I had an idea. We had a brand before we had a brand. Before we had our first product, we had a brand. Holy shit, they're no different than Noble. They're a brand before they're a product. Am I really reading that right? How have I never noticed that before? I had an idea there was a better way to do things. An idea that a brand can stand for more than just the products it sells. Oh, please. Yeah, well, you get it. Whiny, woke. Stop, dude. Put on your big boy pants. Quit complaining. You're diminishing your brand. You're diminishing your brand is what you're doing. Colton versus Taylor heating up. These are two men that could teach Rad a lesson or two. They will be doing Taylor versus the World Week 3. Colton versus Taylor. Holy cow.
Just out here taking it nice and easy. My deload week. I got a secret for you, Colton. I'm not worried about you, bro. I'm not worried about you.
And then he goes on the full offensive. Taylor takes the piss out of the rising CrossFit Games superstar Colton Mertens. Colton also opened up the attacks, which inspired Taylor to respond with that post. You are not going to want to miss those events. Those will be Friday. I believe it's March 1st, 8th, and 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Taylor Self versus the World with superstars Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper, and Colton Mertens. Moving along to other things that don't seem like they were thought out. It appears that no shit. The 2024 Masters CrossFit Games are the same weekend as the Teenage CrossFit Games. Now, I'm making the assumption that they're going to be in different locations. And I just like to be in the room when this discussion was had. Basically, there's 4 CrossFit Games now. You realize that, right? There's the Team Elite, there's the old people, there's the babies, and then there's the people with missing pieces, the adaptive. Adaptive, kiddies, old people, elite, team, and individual. But two of them they have on the same date in different locations, I think. I bet you the directors of these events are not happy. I'm going to go out on a limb. This is a story that needs to also be followed more. The truth is probably no one gives a shit about the Adaptive Masters and Teen anyway, and this is just an expression of no one really giving a shit except the people who are participating and the people who are going to put their blood, sweat, and tears into actually organizing the event. And finally, I would like to show you an Instagram account. I was going to show you an Instagram post, but this is an Instagram account. And this guy's taking some shots at Rogue. And I can't find the post. I think he's pulled it down, but there was a post here where he was calling Bill and Katie's company Rogue a corporate bully. For those of you who don't know, Bill and Katie are living the American dream. As the folklore goes, when Bill opened his affiliate, he couldn't rub two nickels together, and him and Katie put their heads down and built what is the Rogue Empire that I believe employs over 1,000 people at some of the highest starting wages of any company in the United States, especially fucking Ohio. They're proud of their American-made roots. They've always been a huge supporter of everything CrossFit. They've been through a lot of crazy times, and they are the furthest thing from corporate bullies. They're just two people who built up an empire in Ohio, stayed in Columbus, reinvested into the communities, and haven't sold out to private equity, haven't taken on any money. And the rumor has it that they don't run the company with any debt. And this guy wants to paint them as some sort of corporate bullies when they're real people. You'll see them walking around the games with the hard hats on, assembling stuff. You'll see them all over the behind the scenes. It's just really it's an ignorant, cheap shot that this guy is taking on Bill and Katie. They're living the American dream that any one of us would want to live, and none of it came easy, and none of it came by chance, and none of it came by luck. All right, that's my attempt at the news. Love you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.